Okay, so welcome everyone to the Tuesday night crew take action call. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jacqueline Renee. I've been a coach for about 5 years. I'm a full-time Beachbody coach, and I love this job. And we're going to share tonight about those of you who are really part of this business to help others and how you can really build a successful business on it if you feel awkward receiving money for doing what you're doing. So can I first get any comments in the chat box that do you feel awkward receiving money for your work as a Beachbody coach? If so, please type it into the box because I physically want to see who I'm talking to tonight. But let's get started. Not anymore. I used to. Same, Michelle. Okay, so let's get started. I have fancy slides per usual because it keeps me on track. So let's get started. So I know Erin tagged this call, so you just want to help people. And that's what we hear a lot from coaches who do feel awkward receiving commission or payment for their Beachbody business. They say, and honestly, it's kind of an excuse, I just want to help people. And honestly, if you do want to truly help people like you say you do, then you would build this business and create income for your family and yourself. And that's a direct reflection of helping people is having a successful Beachbody business. As far as housekeeping, as I mentioned, it's Team Cup month. So make sure you are checking in with your teams every day. Even if you miss the boat on Team Cup, why not act like you're part of the team and work really hard for 30 days and watch some of the seeds that you sow reap in the upcoming months. So Team Cup is super important. I know I'm working towards my sweatshirt prize. I made a goal of Success Club 26. We have a little group chat for our team, which is Team Extra as Guac. If you know me, you know I love avocado. So we're having a lot of fun checking in and keeping account of each other. In addition, we chatted the Crew Legacy group, the leaders of this group. We chatted Monday, and we will be having a Zoom account. So these team calls, we will have 100-person cap out or max out, if you will. So if it goes above 100 for this call, you will have to watch the recording. So it's super important to be here live to be able to interact in the chat box like we are right now, because I love seeing who's on here. So yeah, if you don't make it, you'll have to watch the recording and you'll still get all the info. But let's get to talking. As I said, it's Team Cup, so I don't want to keep you guys on here too long, but I do want to go over this kind of taboo topic. So I'm talking to you, type 3, you pearls and helpers. I'm talking to you guys, the people that love this Beachbody community. You're more than likely to be in this Beachbody business because of the community, because of the relationship you built with your team or your coach. You're all about relationships, which is great. And you might be found volunteering and helping your friends out constantly, like always being a reliable source that they can go to when they need help. And if you look at these things, that's what makes an amazing coach, right? Like you want to be that person to someone and you just want to help people. But the problem with this sometimes is, unfortunately, this can lead to people walking all over you and your business will suffer. Sometimes these type 3 pearls, etc., they can be referenced as doormats. They know, like people know that you'll be there at your beck and call, so they'll take advantage of you, which isn't cool whatsoever. But because you're leading with a servant's heart and you just want to help people, you feel bad if you're not there for a certain person that walks all over you. And so maybe as far as Beachbody coaching goes, you never kick anyone out of your clean eating groups, even though they're not participating. I know Mary talked about this today in our Crew Take Action page. Or maybe you're letting people into your challenge groups without Shakeology or a challenge pack purpose or a purchase, sorry. Or maybe you're spending hours talking to people about their dreams, their goals, and you become so emotionally invested and they go sign up with someone else or totally ghost on you and don't sign up at all. And you're like, well, what was that for? And because of these things, it diminishes your profession as a coach. Your business suffers. You're not protecting your time and, more importantly, your emotions. If you're like me, I'm a type 3, I'm a Pearl, and I get so emotionally invested in people. So invested. I see the best in people. I get excited about their potential, and it is heart-wrenching when people walk all over you or abuse the privilege that you are as a coach. Now, this isn't saying that you don't help people, in situations, but if you're looking to really build a business, you have to be a little bit more strict in these things. So I want to go back to, for those of you who feel uncomfortable receiving money for your efforts as a Beachbody coach, I found through research for this call that it goes back to what your association with money was growing up, or what you associated money with. So maybe you had a preconceived notion that people with money were greedy. They wanted it all for themselves, to live a lavish lifestyle, and it was just greed written all over it. Maybe you grew up in a family that struggled for money and you were told, we can't do that because we don't have money, or sorry, there's airplanes going over my house right now, or that, your parents were living paycheck to paycheck and it was just a struggle. So you're like, F you money, like this sucks growing up. Or maybe you see people that are corrupt who are just rolling in dough, and you really just don't associate that well with each other. That puts a bad taste in your mouth. Or maybe people that value money over people, and you think that's BS. So it's very common for people to have a bad relationship, and that's what it is. It's a relationship. And it's something that you as a coach have to work on in order to be successful in this business. But your relationship with money growing up or in recent years has to change if you want to be successful in this business. And so I look at these categories that I've kind of notated here, and then I think of the people that I know that are super successful, like either in this business or people that I know because of this business, such as personal development people. And I think, no, like that doesn't describe anyone that I'm thinking of. So I wrote down, I know Aaron, we had talked on a Crew Legacy call about Joel Osteen. I mean, we know he is rolling in the dough, but like he has helped millions of people change their life through Christianity and his speeches and his books. And like, he should be rewarded for his hard work. Like, do you think Chalene Johnson is corrupt? You're morbid if you think that's true. And even people like Jimmy has built an amazing business with Beachbody, and that only came from helping people. So how did they earn their wealthy income? People like Joel, Chalene, and Jimmy, by helping people. Like, ingrain this sentence into your mind. Accepting money for helping others does not mean you have ulterior motives. So for those of you that are like, I don't want to seem salesy, I don't want to sell people, whatever, you're not that person. You do not have an ulterior motive. I think all of you on here, like literally in the chat box right now, raise your hand. Can I get an amen if Beachbody has changed your life in some way, shape, or form for the better? Is that wrong is it wrong to share this opportunity with other people because you truly want to help them? You don't have an ulterior motive when you're sharing this opportunity with someone. So please remember that sentence and like use it as a mantra, which I'll get into mantras later. Quickly, or not so quickly, but let's fix this relationship. Like I said, this is something you have to work on. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you can commit to working on this relationship, that this taboo topic of money, I promise that it will become much easier and will help your business and in turn help more people, which is what you're here to do. So you need to start with improving your self-worth. One of the things, like if you feel awkward about accepting money, it's because you don't believe in your self-worth. And that comes from if you want to improve on that, you need to be doing personal development like 20 times more than you usually are. And you can read things. Michelle was sweet enough to suggest things like Tony Robbins, Eric Worre. I was listening to, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. I'll mention it later, but all the PD all the time is what you need to do to improve your self-worth so that you don't feel that awkwardness when you receive a commission for helping and changing someone's life. And then you have to value what you're offering. So like, when you sign someone up with a challenge pack, do you believe that it was worth the money that they paid for? You have to know the worth of Shakeology and like the pure, dense nutrition that it provides. Like, I always believed in Shakeology, but I 20 times more believed in it after listening to Isabel Deichler speak in Punta Cana, where she went over in depth, like, the specific testing that Beachbody goes through to make sure that Shakeology is pure and like it's something that your body recognizes, and why she developed Shakeology. Like, she and I totally had the same health issues, and that's why she developed it. Like, I know the value of Shakeology, and it's not like anything else out there, and you have to completely own that in order to value what you have to offer. The workout programs. I think we can all agree that trainers like Chalene Johnson, Shaun T, Chris Downing, and Autumn Calabrese, Joel and Jericho, Sagi, and more, Tony, like, they are so much more than just fitness. We know them as family now. You know the impact that they have on people's lives. And if like they have the heart to help and serve others, and we as Beachbody coaches, it's our job to help deliver their message. So you have to know that our workouts work. And then you have to value what you as a coach can do. Like, it is a big deal to be a coach. That is what sets us apart from anything else out there. We are with people day in and day out, whether it's virtual or not. It's something that is super important. So for me, I sometimes felt like I felt guilty for receiving commission. So one thing was like, okay, well, if someone's going to sign up and pay $140 minimum to work with me, I'm going to make sure I give them my all. Like, so I always do a one-on-one call with my new coaches or customers so that we have that relationship. And so I can give them honest feedback and tips about their issues. I do weekly check-ins with my challenge tracker app to make sure that I'm holding them accountable to their goals. And then everyone on our team, Lauren's team included, we provide daily meal plans for all of our challengers. We have however many weeks worth of meal plans. And that is how I felt, okay, I am giving, like, if I had to put a monetary value on it, I would feel comfortable like with the value of what I have to offer by providing those extra things instead of just throwing someone into a challenge group and letting them fend for themselves. I'm their coach. I'm going to guide them. I'm going to help them. I'm going to get them to their goals, and I won't stop until that happens. And providing these extra tools totally made me feel more at ease with accepting the commission of a challenge pack. And then something that is so important if you have trouble accepting commission for people signing up is to tie your why to your commissions. So I just asked in our Crew Take Action group, like what your Beachbody income has covered. I know that it can be as impactful as for your family, creating a fund for your child for college and making sure that they're set for life. That is a huge why. So when you feel awkward about, you're like, maybe I just want to help people, and like you kind of let people walk all over you and talk to them for hours. Like, think about the $50 that isn't going to go into your child's college fund. Like, you need to help people, and challenge packs and putting them in your challenge group is solidified, factual proof that you are helping someone truly get to their goals. So it could be paying for your child's daycare. Or for me, in the beginning, it was being able to quit my second job so that I'd be able to have more free time and spending money. You can, if you're really passionate about a certain charity, like I know I had a coach before that she loved rescue dogs, and all she wanted to do was, her why was to create a farm for older dogs that like nobody wanted from the adoption agency. Like if you have a charity that you're super passionate about, make some of your proceeds from your commissions go towards that. I know that Lauren, for Lent last year, she took a percentage of each of her Beachbody income per week and donated it to a charity that someone would suggest. So there are so many ways to help people in addition to helping someone sign up for a challenge pack and change their health and fitness. There's things that like corporate has put into place for us, such as if you complete the Shift Shop and submit your before and after by August, I believe 31st, you are going to contribute $10 to the Save a Warrior project, which is huge. That's amazing. They're going to match up to $200,000. So if you could sign up a few people and, first of all, their health and fitness changes and transpires into all aspects of their life, and maybe they influence the people around them, just saying, it's a trickle effect. But not only that, but they complete a program and then it goes towards yet another cause. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? So if that's your thing, if that's what motivates you, you have to find what motivates you and what your why is. If you feel awkward about money, you need to tie it into what you're passionate about. And I can tell you right now, there's no better company than Beachbody to be a part of if you're a type 3 or a Pearl. Because I talk about this a lot, but it's not that I don't like other MLM companies. Like I like the leggings, I like the lipstick. Not a huge fan of the wine one, but anyway, like those things are surfacey stuff. And yes, like the people that are reps for them, hopefully they're making an income to help their family. But what they're practicing is like it's very surfacey to me. So like for me as a type 3 person, I want to be part of something and to help someone like change their core, change them from the inside out, change something, that teaches them discipline, to not settle, to believe in themselves, to have courage. And, I grew up wanting to always help people. I wanted to be a psychologist, but I didn't want to pay for, the schooling, and then you never get paid very well anyway, unfortunately. Like this is totally my avenue to help people, and it transpires into everyone's different aspects of life. So that's a huge why. And I love Beachbody because it's something that not only is going to help you build your business and change your life, but it's going to change someone else's life and they will pay it forward too. And then it's important if you're trying to fix your relationship with money, like I said, you have to work at it, to recite some money mantras. I know Tulin is a queen at this, about that she receives the commission for helping someone. You can say things like, thank you for this money, and I'm grateful that it doesn't define me, or I receive this as a gift and appreciate its value. You need to come up with your own money mantra so that you feel at ease, content, and proud when you help someone and receive a commission check for it. So I just wanted to share really quick of some examples of how helping others helps. I totally did a typo there, but I meant to write examples of how helping others helps others, which is totally a run-on sentence. But I want to start with the Martins. We were just chatting on the phone the other day, and they had been saving their Beachbody income, putting it away to the side, and there was a moment where their friend wanted to go on a mission trip to help other people, and she didn't have the money to do so. And because of their Beachbody income and pushing it aside, they were able to help their friend help other people. So do you see how that's a trickle effect? That when you help someone and, are able to pay it forward, they too will pay it forward, and it becomes this amazing cycle that our world desperately needs. But the Martins, they're hitting Success Club. They're building their business. They're building leaders. They're running their challenge groups. They're not doing a million things for free. because they need to build their business so that they can truly help others. Oh, is my PowerPoint not showing? Hold on. Lauren just texted me, so I'm making sure. Can you guys see? Oh, I never shared my screen. Guys, this is truly upsetting. Let me share my screen. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Laura. Okay, so hold on. I just want to go. So just so you guys can see, I'm not going to go over it all again, obviously. But these were some of my cool slides. So this was about the type 3 pearls and, what they're usually like, and then how it can unfortunately hurt your business. And again, I can post these slides since you didn't see them. I'm apologizing. I had really cool slides. And then I went over what your relationship growing up with money was. And then I have a few examples here about how people that are super successful who have money, they have done it through helping others. And so accepting money for helping others does not mean you have an ulterior motive. So this is where I was for fixing this relationship. So money mantras, went over all of that. So yeah, I went over the Martins. So again, they're still building their business. They're showing up. They're having conversations. They're getting out of their comfort zone in the name of helping others. And then our own Jimmy and Kelly, they have helped so many people. I mean, first of all, they've spoiled us all rotten with what they earn in this business, they put right back into it. And we are so lucky to have them. But in addition, they've been able to send their parents on 2 mission trips. I know that last year in Disney, they were able to pay for their parents to come to Disney World. I also know that they set aside some money each week from their Beachbody income for a fund where, like, I believe, if they see, you say, a struggling waiter or something, they could tip them big. Like it's a helper out fund, if you will. And I'm not sure if you guys are on the call, you can notate what that fund is, but it's all because of them helping others. And in turn, others are helping others too, that they're able to do this. And then there's families like Tara Carr, who built her whole business in Okinawa, Japan, while her husband, Adam, was away at war. And she was able to bring him home because of her Beachbody income. And in turn now, Adam, who has suffered from some PTSD, is able to work and change the lives of our vets through Save a Warrior project. So do you see how Tara helping others get healthy and fit and build their business? She was not only to help her husband come home, but now her husband helps other people get better, after post PTSD from coming home from war. Like, it is a true trickle effect, if I haven't said that enough. And then, of course, we have our own Tulin, who, she was broke and homeless and this Beachbody income was able to put a roof over her family's house. I know that Kareem's health is much better because of Beachbody, and even when he was in the hospital last year, her Beachbody income helped immensely with paying towards those bills. And Tulin is obviously a huge indicator of helping others in their health and fitness journey and inspiring others along the way. And I know that she gladly receives her income because she knows that she is truly making an impact on this world. So you can't succeed in Beachbody without helping people. It's just not possible. You have to help people through, getting them in your challenge groups, or helping them with this coaching business and showing them the potential that they have in themselves. But that all comes from helping. It's not just you're greedy and getting money for doing whatever. You are helping people truly change their lives, and you should be rewarded with it. So does anyone, and I didn't know if, let me stop share. I cannot believe I didn't do those slides for a lot of it, but I wanted to see if any other of the leaders or anyone else wanted to chime in and give their 2 cents about what it means to help other people and not to feel awkward.
I'm here. Do you mind if I jump on real fast?
Yeah, go for it. I didn't know where you were.
I'm right here. First of all, Jack, this has been incredible. And even though we didn't see your slides, I didn't need to see the slides to receive all. I just got to let you know.
Thank you.
I was one of those people that judged people like Joel Osteen, et cetera, et cetera. If you were really a man of God, et cetera, I felt that way. I felt very strongly that you could be putting that towards other places. But then you look at like a Warren Buffett, who, if you haven't watched Being Warren Buffett, you got to watch it. Okay. Talk about humility. Grace. I mean, you guys, Beachbody changed my relationship with money, and the way that I talk about it now has changed. And you know, it's been really amazing. The more that I've respected the freedom and the security, the world's never been safe and secure. I've been told that by my therapist. But what finances have done for us and our family, and the freedom and choices and health and all those things, and it just keeps getting better and better over time, has given us so much peace. And, you know, it's always about, you know, if you're a pearl, everybody who's a Beachbody coach is a pearl. We all are pearls. We are all service-hearted. We don't lead with the product. We are not this company. We are not about the product. We are about helping people inside out. And I wish everyone in this world got paid for being able to be that kind of light in other people's lives. And if you really are about serving other people and helping other people, while you're on a journey, help someone else. And I just posted on there, $22. I didn't even know about these programs, and we were desperate. This time of year is the most stressful, trying to get kids clothes, trying to get school supplies. $22 gives a child school supplies, a backpack for the year. So if you really are, and I know we have teachers on here who know about how much they're reaching out of their pocket. If you have developing that relationship with your money, then take your commission and donate it to your school. Get your teacher what they need for the classroom, because they're paying out of their pocket. Help a child that's in need and give them one commission for an all-access challenge pack with 3-day refresh is a $70 commission, 2, 4, 6, $66. You help 3 children show up at school and not be the child that's left without, like my kids were. So there's so much that you can do with this, and there's nothing wrong with helping yourself or valuing it. So anyways, I just wanted to add that in. I love you. You're doing amazing.
That's totally valid. And that's where it comes in with like tying your why with the commission. Like that is a huge why, but you have to be okay with getting paid and like actually contributing to that. So thank you, Tulin. I didn't know if anyone else wanted to chime in. Just unmute yourself. I'm not sure. I can't see everyone. So was this helpful? If you are a type 3, what will you do to work on your relationship with money? Because if you are on this call, this means you are ready to build a business and you're serious about your Beachbody coaching business and that you want to change your life in some way, shape, or form, and you got to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be able to be okay with this stuff. And I just want you to also know that it's normal to feel this way at first, and that it's something that a lot of coaches go through. But if you truly, like, do you think that Lindsay Matway, do you think Melanie Mitchell is a greedy little bee? No, she's not. She truly loves helping people, and she's getting rewarded for it because she's doing it at an amazing pace in huge quantities, and that's great. That's amazing. Like, it's truly amazing. So if you guys need any other help, I do want to suggest, I listened to a few Chalene Johnson podcasts in reference to this topic. So make sure to Google that and like listen to it, because it's super helpful. It's something that you should be doing with your personal development if this is something that you struggle with. So I hope you all know how valuable you are. Oh, Jim Rohn was the other guy I was listening to where I had brain fart. But Jim Rohn was talking about, you know, just because you're one person does not make you invaluable. That makes you so valuable, because as a team, we can do so much more. And it takes every single person in this together to be able to achieve greatness. So happy Tuesday. I know this was a shorter call, but that's okay, because it's Team Cup, and I'd rather you guys be going out and actually implementing and helping people than listening to me talk. So everyone have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll talk later. Bye.